Okay. So we're going to come to a nice tall seat today. You can kind of scoot forward in your chair a little bit, find your sit bones, and then really root down there. So you're doing that, maybe just peek at your feet. Make sure that you're landing with your knees over your ankles. And before we sit quietly for a few moments, let's just give the shoulders a little roll out. Mine seem to be extra crunchy today. Maybe yours are doing the same. Start to roll forward. Good. Let's roll back again. Welcome, Jim. And then allow your shoulder blades to release down your back. Allow your hands to come to your thighs. Eyelids close here. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, sigh the breath out, let it go. Ha. Good. Smooth, deep, full inhale. Sigh the breath out, let it go. Ha. One more time. Smooth, deep, full inhale. Let the breath go. Ha. And then just seal your lips here. Start to inhale through your nose. And then also exhale through your nose. You might be constricting the sides of your throat, so finding your Ujjayi breath. Sounds like ocean waves rolling in and out, or it's kind of that Darth Vader sound. Definitely audible to you. If somebody were next to you, they would probably hear your breath as well. This Ujjayi breath helps to create a little heat inside the body. It also gives us something to focus our attention on. Some days it feels good, some days it doesn't. So know that you don't have to do it. And as we sit here for a moment or two, just kind of like take your temperature here. How are you feeling physically, energetically, mentally? Some days it's really easy to drop into this quiet space, this space of stillness. Some days it takes a little more time. So just observe where you're at today. And then just really give yourself permission to land on your yoga mat in your yoga practice. And just giving yourself permission here to not worry about all of the things that you might need to get done, all of the things that are still on the to-do list. And instead, you're just taking the opportunity to check in with yourself, to move, to breathe. Good. From here, gently blink your eyes open. And then let's just start to circle around in that pelvic girdle here. These can be small circles, they can be a little bigger. Just kind of seeing how your lower body is feeling. You might even be getting some stretch in your neck and shoulders here as you do this, and you can feel free to involve the shoulders, the head, as much as feels good in your body. Let's just start to switch directions. Nice work, everyone. Good, coming to a nice tall seat. So finding your Tadasana, your mountain pose. And then let's just release the arms by our side. So a little external rotation at the shoulder socket. So palms are kind of facing forward, maybe turning out slightly. You can peek down at your feet again. Just make sure that your knees are landing over your ankles. So feet are about hip distance apart. Let's go ahead and inhale, take the arms out and up. And then turn the palms to face out. Exhale, release down. Good. Do that again. Inhaling, arms reach out and up, palms face up. And then exhale, turn the hands out. It's kind of like you're moving through molasses. This time, let's inhale, reach forward and up. And then exhale, just stretch forward and down. Let's do that again. Inhaling, reaching forward and up. Exhale, forward and down. Open up the palms again, reach out and up. And then exhale, forward and down. Just mixing it up today. As you inhale, reach forward and up. Spin the palms out. Exhale, release down. Inhale out and up. Good. Exhale out and down. Inhale forward and up. Good. Exhale forward and down. Let's reach forward and up again. Nice work. Go ahead and bend your elbows. So you're going to just grab your elbows or on your forearm, anywhere feels good. This is definitely a little bit of stretch in the shoulders, so it can feel kind of intense. You're leaning those shoulders back. Your shoulder blades are squeezing in towards each other. Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, little twist to the right. Inhale up to center. Exhale, little twist to the left. Good. Inhale to center. Again, exhale, twist to the right. Good. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, release your arms out wide. Nice deep inhale. And then exhale, just release your hands down. So that left hand might come to your left thigh. It might come to the outside of the right thigh. Both are good places to be. It kind of just depends on how your spine is feeling so far. And then you're anchoring into your sit bones. And especially find that on your exhale. But then as you inhale, you're growing taller. Exhale, just wrapping those left ribs to the right. Just giving everything a little ring out here. Maybe you're moving towards bringing your gaze out over your right shoulder. Might not get all the way there. That's okay. Breath smooth and steady. We have that inhale through the nose, that exhale through the nose. Good. One more deep inhale. As you exhale, unwind, come back to center. Release the arms down by your sides. Good. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Good. And then exhale, bend the elbows. Maybe go for the way that feels a little funny. It won't matter if you do the same side twice. You can kind of, do the thing that feels normal and then do the other one. Deep inhale here. Exhale, little twist to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Good. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Take a nice deep inhale here. Good. And then go ahead and exhale, release the arms, really reach out. Take a nice deep inhale. And then exhale, release your hands. So right hand will be on that right thigh. It might come to the left thigh. This side might feel different. It might even look a little different in your body. That's absolutely fine. As you root into your sit bones, you lift up through your sternum. Shoulder heads gently press back. You might even feel those shoulder blades squeezing in towards each other. And then maybe moving towards bringing your gaze out over that left shoulder, just moving somewhere in that direction. Breath smooth and steady, inhaling for length. Exhaling, emptying out, wrapping in a little deeper. Nice deep inhale. And then exhale, go ahead and release. Come back to center. Let's release the arms by the sides one more time. Good. As you inhale, take that left arm up and over, side bend. Let's exhale, bend the left elbow here. Just touch your shoulders. Inhale, straighten. Good. Exhale, come to center. Inhale, right arm up and over. Good. Exhale, bend that elbow. Inhale, lengthen that arm. Exhale, back to center. Let's do one more to each side like that. Inhale, up and over. Stretch through that left side. Exhale, bend the elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale, right arm up and over. Good. Exhale, bend the elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, back to center. And then we're just going to come into the hold here. So inhale, left arm reaches up and over. Shoulder blades release down your back. You root into your sit bones, especially that left one. It's going to want to pop up off of your chair here. Feeling this nice stretch through the left side of your waist. And then there's a little twist of these right ribs up towards the ceiling. Breath is smooth and steady. Maybe you're moving towards bringing your gaze up underneath that top arm. Deep inhale. Exhale, release. Good, and then inhale, right arm reaches up and over. So you anchor into that right sit bone, and then you get all of this length to the right side of your waist, all the way through those fingertips. Shoulder blades are releasing down your back, maybe gently squeezing in towards each other, and these left ribs are spiraling up. You might be looking up underneath that top arm. And then check in with that breath again. Find that breath, that inhale through your nose, that exhale through your nose. Good. Exhale, release. And then let's just bring our hands to our thighs and move towards some just simple cat-cow stretching into our spine. So adjust again if you need to. You can peek down, just double check that you like the alignment with your legs here, your feet, about hip distance apart. And then as we inhale, we're going to rock forward on our sit bones. Elbows are going to gently squeeze in. Sternum is lifting. As we exhale, we rock to the backs of our sit bones, round in, chin towards chest. And we continue like this. So really focusing this movement on our spine. We're just going back and forth between a forward fold and a back bend. So moving the spine in these two directions in an effort to warm it up. And you're paying attention to how your spine is feeling today. Where do you feel a little tighter? Where do things feel a little easier? And then you're also connecting your movement with your breath, which always feels really nice. So we find this idea of moving meditation. Beautiful work. A few more rounds here. And then let's inhale, come to a nice tall spine, finding your mountain pose. Exhale, drop your chin towards your chest. So starting to get into the neck, the shoulders a little bit. First one can always feel really intense, so you might not be dropping your chin very far at all. Particularly if there's a lot of tension in the back of your neck, your shoulders might creep up around your ears. So you're just thinking about softening those shoulder blades down towards your sit bones. Breath smooth and steady. So sitting nice and tall, inhale, lift your chin. As you exhale, drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. And of course, that right shoulder is going to want to lift towards the ear to help out. Resist that urge. Visualize your breath going to this left side of your neck, top of the shoulder. And then keep this right ear leaning towards the right shoulder, but start to tuck your chin down a little bit. And that's going to just transfer where you're feeling some stretch. You can always go to a place, and if it feels like too much, you just back off a little bit or back out altogether. All right, we're going to lift the chin here. Good. And then lift the head back to center. And then we drop that left ear towards the left shoulder. We keep that left shoulder releasing down. And then you just observe how the stretch feels on this right side of your neck. How is this side a little different? Checking in with that breath again, making sure it's nice and smooth and steady. And then from here, you can start to tuck your chin, and that's just going to shift where you're getting sensation in that right side. Good. Go ahead and lift your chin. And then your next inhale, lift your head. And one more time, let's just drop that chin towards our chest. Perhaps it's starting to feel marginally easier here. You're getting a little more release. And that being said, it might not be feeling like that, and that's okay too. So every day is a little different, how our bodies feel, what's going on. So the aim is never to make the poses look exactly like they did the day before. Our yoga practice is this really fluid thing. Our bodies are this fluid thing. Always these little subtle changes. So make space for that. And then let's inhale, lift our chin. Good. Let's come into a hip stretch here. So a couple of options as always. You are welcome to open up this right leg any amount. Need not go very far, just so long as you're feeling a little sensation, you're doing what you need to. The other option would be to cross your right ankle above your left knee. So the important piece is that we're looking for external rotation in this right thigh. Here in this version that I'm doing, you can take your right hand, apply a little pressure. So it's like your arm is a weight that is helping that leg to release down towards the floor. And if you're in more of this warrior two variation, same concept applies, except for that we're using the strength of our arm to help press this leg towards the wall behind us. So just looking for a little more hip opening here. And then you're taking stock of how this feels on this side. What's going on in your body at this moment? And you're listening to that sound of your breath. Couple more breaths here, just in this basic shape. Good. So whatever variation you're doing, let's just go ahead and release our arms down by our sides. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Good. Exhale. They release down. Inhale, let's reach forward and up. Exhale, release forward and down. Good. Inhale, reach out and up. And then exhale, spread the arms out wide so your palms can face forward. Deep inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. And then just release your hands down again. So left hand grabs a piece of chair behind you. This right hand, it could literally be anywhere on this right leg, this left leg. And if you're in the seated version, anywhere on this shin, you could even grab the foot or thigh. So lots of places. But as always in our twist, we're trying to find a little cobra pose in the upper body. So there's a little sense of back bend, especially in the thoracic. That sternum lifts up. Shoulder blades are pressing back. So your spine is nice and long, and then we're just wrapping everything around that, giving all the organs a nice little squeeze out. Perhaps moving towards bringing your gaze out over that left shoulder. One more deep inhale. Good. Exhale, unwind, come to center. And we're going to find a forward fold here. So I should have set up blocks before, but if you have blocks, you can use these. You could also use a piece of wall in front of you, a table, a desk. You also don't even need to use any props. For some of us, these hip stretches are really intense. So just resting your hands on that front leg or legs, if you're in the warrior two version, works. But if you do have a little more hip mobility, the blocks can be really nice. They're a way of bringing the floor a little closer, so you might be able to fold in a little deeper. Feel free to start to drop your chin towards your chest, surrounding in the thoracic. Just getting a little release in the neck and shoulders. And breath smooth and steady. And then if you wanted to in this forward fold, if it's feeling good where you're at, just stay exactly where you're at. But if you wanted to find a little twist, so walking off to the right, that might just intensify the stretch that you're getting in the lower left side of your back. Few more breaths. All right, so if you took that twisted variation off to the right, you can start to walk your hands back to center, and then just go ahead and kind of round in, and then start to roll up like a little rag doll. So you're stacking your vertebra on top of each other, working from the lowest most point of your back all the way up. So your head is the last thing to lift. Very nice. All right, and then we're going to take the second side, which might look different than the first side. That's absolutely fine. So the important thing is that we are looking for our hip opening in this left side. Doesn't matter how you accomplish that. You might be finding more of a warrior two leg variation. You could also cross your left ankle above that right knee. Particularly in that version, we just want to make sure that there's no knee pain. So if there is, flexing the foot can help with that, or maybe just taking the warrior two variation might be nice. And then we're going to use our left hand to help us find a little more hip opening, whether you're pressing back or down if you're in the seated pigeon version. And you're breathing smooth and steady, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your nose. You're getting curious about how this side feels different in your body. Is it about the same? Is it a little more intense, a little less intense? Just noticing. Good, so we're gonna release arms down. This time, let's inhale, reach forward and up. Good, turn the palms out. Exhale, release out and down. Spin the palms up, inhale, reach out and up. Very nice. Exhale, reach forward and down. Let's inhale, reach forward and up. And then exhale, open. Up wide, take a nice deep inhale here, lengthen through the sides of your waist. And then exhale, twist to the right. Lengthen out and then release your hands down. So again, left hand might be on this left thigh. It might be anywhere on your shin if you're in that seated pigeon pose. It might be coming to the outside of the right thigh or that left foot. Inhaling, finding all of that length in your spine. So it's like you're breathing space between the discs in your vertebra. And then exhale, you're wrapping all of the way in. Perhaps moving towards bringing your gaze out over that right shoulder. You're feeling those shoulder heads press back. Few more breaths here. Good deep inhale. Exhale, unwind, come back to center. And then from here, we're going to find a little forward fold again. So you might be pretty upright. So usually forward folding a little, any amount is just going to intensify the stretch that you're feeling, especially in this outer left hip. Hands might come to blocks. And you could be using a piece of wall in front of you, a table. And then as you're rolling in, go ahead and really let your chin drop towards your chest. So you start to round in the thoracic spine, that upper spine. Good. And then so as we come up again, just keep this rounded feeling in your spine. And then you're stacking your vertebrae on top of each other from the bottom up. So your head is the last thing to come up, and you might get a little head rush after that forward fold. So just take a couple of breaths here. Good work. And then we can go ahead and release that left side. So just coming back to our mountain pose. And let's move into a few rounds of our Surya Namaskara here. So our sun salutes. And let's add the a little side bend at the top of that. So again, this is a really great place to have your blocks handy. If you have them, they come one on either side of your feet. We're going to release the arms down, and maybe we'll just play with kind of doing things a little different today. So let's inhale, reach forward and up. And then as you exhale, you can go out nice and wide if you want to swan dive in, or maybe hands come to thighs to help you roll on down. Chin releases towards your chest. Good. Inhale, press into your shins or your thighs or your blocks. Extend forward, nice. As you exhale, fold back in. And then inhale, you can roll on up, or maybe you reach your hands forward this time. See if that feels a little different in your core if you're coming up. And then exhale, let's just take the arms out wide. Good, this time let's inhale, reach out and up. As you exhale, release that right hand down, side bend to the right. Use your core to help come up to center on your inhale. Exhale, release that left hand down, side bend to the left. Good, inhale up to center. Then again, exhale, you can take your arms out wide or use them on your legs to help you roll into your Uttanasana, a deep forward fold. Inhale into your Ardha Uttanasana, so this half forward fold. Exhale back into your Uttanasana. And then maybe reach out and up this time, or again, use your hands to help you roll up. And then let's maybe press palms up overhead, gaze up. Exhale, keep palms pressing as they come to heart center. And then you can go ahead and release. Let's inhale, reach forward and up. Good, exhale, let's side bend to the left. Let's inhale up to center. Good, exhale, we're gonna side bend to the right. Inhale up to center. And then maybe hinge forward, keep the arms reaching forward, fold in, or again, you're using your hands to help you find your Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen. Good, exhale, fold. And then root down, maybe stretch arms forward again. So a lot of core outer hip squeeze in. Exhale, palms press as they come to heart center. Good, and then you can release the hands down. So let's do 3 more. I'm not going to cue you. You can do any of the variations that you might like to add in. You can kind of mix it up if you just want to do it like the way you love to do it. That's also good. So just at your pace. You're always welcome to close your eyes here, assuming you feel really stable and safe. Sometimes that just helps us to get really nice and internal. Mostly I want you to enjoy this sensation of moving with the breath. Feels like a moving meditation. I want you to find this idea of just taking up a lot of space, finding space in your body, finding this sense of gracefulness. And most importantly, there's no rush. You're just letting this feel really good. You're exploring what feels good in your body today. And you're soaking up that sound of your breath. You could also always skip these. You could just move into like simple cat-cow if that feels better for your body today. And there's no rush to get there. When you're done with your third round, you're just going to land in your shodhana, your mountain pose, palms together, your heart, eyes closed. And you're doing a little check-in. You're observing how you're feeling, checking in physically, what's going on. Does it feel like you have a little more space, a little more ease in your body? Perhaps it feels like you're sitting a little taller. Energetically, how are you feeling? So for most of us, when we do our yoga practice, it gives us a little boost of energy. This feeling of a little upliftment. Good, we're going to blink our eyes open here. Go ahead and release your hands down. So just a little more twisting and forward folding. We're going to explore twisting in our crescent pose. So we're going to keep this right knee exactly as it is. And you actually might keep the left knee as it is as well. Or you might extend that leg to straight. So we still have legs, hips distance apart. Good. Let's release the arms by our sides. Inhale, reach out and up. Good. One more time. Exhale, release out and down. And then inhale, stretch forward and up. And let's hold here, gaze up, maybe press palms if the shoulders allow. It doesn't matter if they don't. Your arms can be about shoulders distance apart as well. And then let's exhale here, palms keep pressing. So we find our prayer pose. So palms come to heart center. You're vigorously pressing. You're rooting into your sit bones. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale. Still sitting nice and tall, but twisting to the left. Breath smooth and steady. And if this feels sufficient, you stay here like this. If you'd like to hinge forward, maybe bringing your left elbow somewhere onto that right thigh. And then maybe press that right palm into your left palm a little more. Maybe that helps you to spin those left ribs up towards the ceiling. So deep, deep twist. Try to keep that breath smooth and steady and really try to fill up on your inhale. Good. From here, we're going to just unwind. If you're just facing forward, go ahead and fold in. So again, hands could be on your legs. You can use those blocks or that chair or table in front of you. Particularly if you have this left leg extended, this is going to be a really nice hamstring stretch. And sometimes it can feel really intense. So if that's you, you bend that knee a little bit. That will take some of the work out.
All right. And then again, just really start to round in your thoracic spine if you haven't already. So your chin is kind of dropping towards your chest. And then hold onto that rounded feeling as you roll on up. Stacking vertebrae on top of each other from the bottom to the top. Nice. Let's give the shoulders a little roll out here. Excellent work. If your left leg is extended, you can go ahead and rebend that knee, and we'll take our second side. So extending your right leg to straight legs, our hips distance apart. Fine if you keep both knees bent. Release your arms by your sides. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, release out and down. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, stretch forward and down. And then let's reach out and up again. Just holding our crescent pose for a breath or two, maybe bringing your gaze up, feeling that sternum lift. You might press palms together. You might keep the arms apart. Lots of options. Always take little breaks if you need to. And then bring palms to press. Exhale, palms to heart center. So the arms are really active here. They're pressing into and out against each other. Deep inhale. Exhale. Just twist the upper body to the left. So just doing this little move is a lot of work for most of us. Pretty intense. These muscles in the side body, the waist, are working to help us find this. You might just stay here like this upright, especially if you're getting, a really nice twist here. If you would like to, hinge forward and hook that right elbow somewhere on that left thigh. You're welcome to do that. And then you vigorously press your left palm into your right palm. You lengthen through the right side of your waist and then wrap those right ribs up towards the ceiling. And of course, your breath doesn't skip a beat. You're inhaling through your nose. You're exhaling through your nose. Good deep inhale here. And then exhale, we take that forward fold again. So if you're upright, you just start to hinge forward any amount. So again, this is a really excellent hamstring stretch for this extended right leg. If it's too intense, bend that knee a little bit. Hamstring is this really big muscle that gets super, super tight. And you can find that feeling of your chin releasing towards your chest. So you start to round a little bit in your upper spine. And then slowly here, start to roll on up, stacking your vertebrae on top of each other from the bottom of your spine to the top. So the head is the last thing to stack. Good. Give the shoulders a little roll here. Nice work. And then you can bend your right knee. Just take a moment here in your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Notice how you're feeling. And let's end with a little of our alternate nostril breathing today.
So I'm going to come a little closer here. So just sitting nice and tall. Let's give the fingers a little wiggle out. Some pops. Good. And then you can bend the fingers towards your wrists and pull up. It's kind of like you could think that you're grabbing sand between your toes, but you're doing it with your fingers. I don't know if this analogy works. It's beachy, if nothing else, and it is summer. And then let's just circle out the wrists a few times each direction. Okay, so just release your left hand down to your thigh. We're going to try to remember to keep our shoulders nice and relaxed as we're doing this, especially with the hand that we're blocking our nostrils with. That shoulder, that elbow love to creep up. So just be mindful of that before we go in. As you know, I'm not too picky about how you close your nostrils. You could use any finger configuration. Thumb and pointer probably work best. If you like the classic mudra, you bend your second and third finger in, and then you're blocking with that ring finger and pinky finger kind of become one, and then your thumb. So find the bony part and then just lower down. You don't have to press very hard to block. Allow your eyelids to close. Take a nice deep inhale through both nostrils. Full complete exhale through both nostrils. Let's block left, inhale right. Block right, exhale left. 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 Good, release that. Right hand down, go ahead and inhale through both nostrils. Exhale through both nostrils. And again, inhaling and exhaling. Let's go ahead and use our left hand here. So again, same thing. You can use any finger configuration. Let's just go ahead and set that up. Feel that left shoulder blade releasing down. Inhale through both nostrils. Exhale through both nostrils. Good. Block right, inhale left. Block left, exhale right. 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 Go ahead and release that hand down. Inhaling through both nostrils. Exhaling through both nostrils. And just observing how you feel here, hopefully nice and steady and even. And we move to some form of Shavasana. You might stay exactly where you're at. So the shape doesn't change much, but maybe the feeling tone does. You let go of having to control your breath. You allow your breath to find its own natural rhythm. You find this sense of surrender, of letting go in your body, in your mind. And of course, if it's helpful for you to find a supported child's pose, so leaning your forehead on a desk in front of you, or a table, or a chair. You could always come into classic Shavasana pose on the floor, laying down. And then just soaking up the stillness of these final moments together, Shavasana. Asato ma satgamaya. Tamaso ma joy tirgamaya. Mrityor ma mritam gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Take a deeper inhale. Open your mouth, sigh the breath out. Ha. And then just bring some gentle movement back to your body. So wiggle, stretch, anything that feels good here. And then we'll eventually land with our hands in a pile on top of our heart. Send yourself love and gratitude, send your body love and gratitude. The gift to be able to move like this, to work like this together. And just promise yourself you're going to carry this good feeling you worked so hard to create with you into the rest of the day, weekend ahead. Finally, just bow your head with a smile. Terrific work today, everybody. Thank you.